So now that I have my image selected and printed out and it fits to one page, we're gonna go ahead and cut it out on the red line and we're gonna be folding on the blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my image so that we can start to assemble it together to make up our mock-up packaging. Now that everything is cut out, we are just going to fold on the blue. So you should be folding so this flap is folding in and the blue line is going to be hidden. Now that I have my image cut out and folded along the blue line, we're gonna go ahead and start to tape it. So you can see that this inside flap that's taped is really going to be on the inside here, so that my blue lines and red lines will be on the inside of my package. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a piece of tape, one piece of tape right here. We don't want to tape it too much because when we start to draw our layout of our packaging, we're going to untape everything, lay it flat again so that we can determine how to orientate our designs when we design it on the computer. Now that I have my image cut out, folded, and taped together, it looks something like this. So this is the outside. Notice how there's no blue lines or red lines. That's all located on the inside. You want to make sure that your packaging is able to close. So I know this is able to close. I just did a bad tape job for my mock-up, which is okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and with a pencil, just start to trace where I want the different elements of our packaging to go. So let's say you want to think about how is this going to be stored on a shelf. Is it going to be maybe stored like this? Is it going to be stored upright? If it's stored upright, then maybe I want to have my image or the name of my product right at the front so it's accessible and easy to see for consumers, right? I also need to include a price. So let's say this was a really expensive box of chocolates and I don't want to discourage them. Maybe I'll put the price maybe somewhere on the bottom, or maybe my barcode will go on the bottom. So you want to just right now take the time to map out where each element of your packaging is going so that when we untape this and lay it flat, we know how to design it in Microsoft Word. So for our mock-up, we should have something that looks like this. So we have our product name, a picture of the product. On the side, I have my amount, how much it's worth, maybe a brief description, and how many ingredients or products are inside. So it says 24 chocolates for a container, an ingredients list. The very top, maybe I'll have the logo of my chocolate company. And on the bottom, I have a barcode. So this is what we need to have done in order to create our mock-up. Now we're going to untape it and see what it looks like flat, so we can now start planning how to design it in Microsoft Word. So now that I have it untaped and all of my images have been drawn on how I want them orientated, this is what we should use as a template when we're designing our packaging in Microsoft Word.